Luke is on a journey to discover what a Jedi truly is, and Han Solo has just discovered that he has a wife. What the heck is going on? Welcome to the Complete Story Series, where we take trade paperbacks and single issues and we break them down into digestible bites to help you understand. Then reread it dramatically back to you. All alterations to the panels, text, and images are to prevent copyright problems, and all art is owned by its respective companies. This story takes place between the movies 4 and 5, after the first Star Wars comic arc. Darth Vader lost another Empire facility to the Rebels, and he met an untrained Jedi. Shortly after that, he discovered that his real name was Luke Skywalker. While Princess Leia and Han Solo went on a secret mission, which ended up with them hiding on a planet where Leia learned that Han Solo has a wife. Luke Skywalker himself is following Obi-Wan's journals to discover the secrets of the Jedi and learn what he was supposed to do next. And so, our story begins. Han Solo gets slapped across the face by Sana Solo, his supposed wife. And Leia apologizes to Sana. She had no idea that Han had a wife, so she's just gonna take their shuttle and go. Han tried to tell her to stop, he doesn't have a wife, but that's when Sana holds her gun up to Leia. Princess Leia Organa? I thought I recognized you. I've been getting bounty hunter alerts about you. Leia turns around. Oh, this is even better. Your wife is a bounty hunter, Han? No, she's not my wife! Sana smirks. Oh, this all makes sense. Rich princess in trouble? Han could never resist those. How many times has he rescued you? I bet he even turned down the reward. Then above them, they see all the photon bombs of the TIE fighters coming into the area. Maybe we should leave, Han tells Leia, and she turns to her ship. I intend to. That's when Sana has her ship blow up Han and Leia's stolen Imperial shuttle. The explosion throws back Leia, and Sana tells both of them that she intends to call down those TIE bombers and sell Leia to them. Meanwhile, across the galaxy, Luke is sitting in his X-Wing trying to figure out where to go next. He just got done reading Obi-Wan's journal, and while the stories were interesting, they didn't provide any answers or tell him where to go next. R2 suggested they return to the Rebel fleet, but Luke has another idea. Perhaps he could go to the Temple of the Jedi, their original home, and learn more there. Since he didn't know where the home of the Jedi was, Luke in his infinite wisdom decided to go to Nar Shaddaa. He had a feeling that the scum on the world of pirates and outlaws would at least be able to point him in the right direction. He was sure that he could talk his way through any potential problems. Until he couldn't. Kill him, rob him, feed him to the scum squids. The outlaws of the bar throw Luke against the back wall, so he tries to fight them back, but he gets thrown into another direction. Realizing that he's outnumbered, he pulls out his lightsaber, which does a very effective job of forcing the outlaws to pause and at least look at it. When suddenly one of the individuals in the corner uses a glove with a magnetic pull to grab the saber from Luke's hands and then make a break for it. Luke leads the charge as the entire bar chases after that person, trying to get the saber back. Meanwhile, back with Han and Leia, Han tries to convince Sana that this is stupid, but she tells him it's too late. The TIE bombers are en route. And on Nar Shaddaa, Luke is chasing the person who stole his saber, up and down, over and under buildings, and across the entirety of the city until the mystery person jumps up using their magnetic glove to attach to a starship that was coming by. So Luke force jumps after them, grabbing the person by the foot, and the two of them dangle off the side of the starship until the glove gives way and they both begin to plummet to the city down below. Luke reaches out for the lightsaber, but he can't get it in time, and they both hit the ground hard. Struggling to get up, Luke grabs his lightsaber off the ground next to him, and that's when he sees R2 is there and he asks R2, "Wonder why the others from the cantina stopped chasing us?" Only to have his answer shortly after. "You are in Hutt Town," says the giant Hutt with robotic legs standing next to him. "I am Grakkus the Hutt. Put down my property before you get blood on it." Back with Han and Leia, the Imperial pilots all land and they get out of their ships to begin looking for Leia. And Sana looks at Han. "Just let them take her, Han. We'll get the reward." "You don't understand, Sana. I'm a rebel too. You know, on the Empire's most wanted list." Han joins Leia shooting at the Imperial pilots. Then all three of them run to Sana's ship to escape. And that's when they see even more TIE bombers coming in. "Get on, Princess, before I come to my senses," Sana tells both of them. Over at Nar Shaddaa, Grakkus sends in his Magna Guards, robots built specifically to battle against a Jedi and their lightsabers. Luke puts up a good fight, but they hit him hard and fast and drop him as he's an untrained Jedi at this point. Then Grakkus walks over to him and knocks him out with a punch. He wakes up bound with Grakkus standing over him, holding an orb. "Do you know what this is? It is a holocron. Only someone strong in the Force can unlock the messages that lie inside. You have 5 seconds to unlock it." Wait, I can't do that. I've never even seen one of those. "You wield a lightsaber and seek the Jedi Temple." 3. Luke concentrates, trying anything he can to activate this holocron. 4. Wait, I can't! He tries to say. 5. Kill him! But at that moment, dozens of holocrons in the room activate, and all of their messages begin to play. Meanwhile, back at the Rebel fleet, the generals receive a distress call from R2 on Nar Shaddaa, telling them that Luke is in trouble, but they don't have any resources that they can send in to rescue him. They're gonna need to send in volunteers. And who would volunteer to go to Nar Shaddaa? That's when a Wookiee lets out a loud roar nearby. And the generals all turn to their volunteers, C-3PO and Chewbacca. Chewbacca says, "We'll leave at once." I beg your pardon, we? Oh dear. Back with Han, Leia, and Sana, they're trying their best to escape in her ship, using her expert maneuvers to get away. The lasers go whiffing past the ship, barely missing each time. But Sana says that Han likes to brag about the Millennium Falcon and the Kessel Run, but this ship is the ship that he wished he had for it. She then hits max speed in the Volt Cobra, and in a blink of an eye, they leave the Empire behind. During their epic escape, Chewie is tearing robots apart on Nar Shaddaa, trying to learn the location of Luke. You can't keep a Wookiee from his mission. And during this, Luke is being trained to fight by the Game Master, Grakkus' arena champion. Grakkus the Hutt collects everything Jedi, and he had all of it moved to his palace once the Empire took control of the temple. He also runs an arena where the rarest creatures can die. So why not train the last living Jedi to die in your arena? Chewbacca and C-3PO keep going to each and every cantina looking for answers, but no one will give them the answer that they want, so Chewbacca throws them out the windows. Over on Sana's ship, Leia gets the same message, that Luke Skywalker is over on Nar Shaddaa and he needs rescuing. Fed up with Han because she can't believe that he didn't tell her that he has a wife, she makes a deal with Sana. Help her save Luke and she'll pay Sana and give her Han back. They shift course with Han denying that Sana is even his wife with a resounding, "What?" Looks like everyone is on their way to Nar Shaddaa. Speaking of Nar Shaddaa, a man searching for Han and Chewbacca has gotten word that there's a Wookiee starting a lot of problems on that planet. While C-3PO and Chewie are trying to figure out where Luke is, this bounty hunter hits Chewie with a shock bolt, dropping him. "Hello, Chewbacca. Jabba the Hutt sends his regards. Now where's Solo?" C-3PO tries to smooth it over. "Not here, and for the first time ever, I very much wish he was." "Call him. Tell him Dengar's looking for him." So C-3PO ignores that, reaches down, and he grabs the bolt off of Chewbacca's back. The shock travels up through him, shorting him and the shock bolt out. With smoke rising off his back, Chewbacca gets up, very angry. Meanwhile, Luke is being released into the arena, as Grakkus gloats how he got the Journal of Obi-Wan from Luke's ship. Luke steps out with an old lightsaber from Grakkus' Jedi collection because he wants to hold on to Luke's lightsaber because his works better. And the arena announces, "Behold, the last of the Jedi, a veteran of many great battles across the galaxy, and slayer of countless Hutts and bounty hunters." But even the audience is less than impressed. It's just a boy. So the arena then releases Congo the Disemboweler. Sana's ship is moving as fast as it can to get them to Nar Shaddaa, and Han tries his best to explain to the princess. Everything Sana is saying is a lie. She isn't his wife. He wasn't trying to trick the princess, and this isn't a scam. He worked with Sana a long time ago. They pretended to get married in one of their schemes, and they used it as a cover to sneak in and rob a casino. Leia isn't listening. Han sits down. Man, I wish Chewie was here. But Chewie has his own problems as he punches the wall next to Dengar, and Dengar tries to punch him back, but Chewie throws the man off of him. Dengar then pulls his pistol out, ready to fire on Chewbacca, but Chewbacca grabs the pistol and crushes it. He then grabs Dengar by the throat. So Dengar sets off an explosion on Chewie's back, stating, "Well, you might be able to hit me harder. I've got better toys." During this, Luke is dodging the beast over and over, and he discovers that his armor is stronger than a lightsaber? What is this thing? So Congo throws him back, as the Game Master and Grakkus talk about how he has armor plating from a deep core drilling operation. Worried Luke may not survive this, the Game Master steps away and he makes a call of his own. "If you want the Jedi alive when you get here, I would make your move now." Then we see that he radioed the local TIE fighters. Luke keeps dodging and decides that he needs to use the Force, so he closes his eyes and Congo smacks him down. Okay, closing my eyes won't work this time. Chewbacca has also started to have his own problems as he hasn't fully recovered from the explosion, and Dengar is using this chance to beat down the Wookiee. He walks over to what appears to be a beaten Wookiee, only to have Chewbacca hit him with a rock. "Where is Han Solo?" Dengar demands, and then he gets shot in the back by Han Solo. "Right here, ugly." Sana, Leia, and Han have all arrived on Nar Shaddaa. Dengar gets up, ready to fight against all four of them, and Chewbacca then lifts him off the ground, roars, and throws him off the building, ending this conflict. So Leia helps up C-3PO and he asks if he saved the day. And that's when Leia sees the TIE fighters heading off in one direction. I have a feeling we follow those to find Luke. And Luke is in trouble as Congo has picked him up and is flailing him around. Congo prepares to eat him and Luke yells out for one of Ben Kenobi's miracles when suddenly Congo hits the ground as his shock collar goes off. In the corner is the Game Master, and Grakkus demands to know what is going on. The Game Master has been working for the Empire for years and was undercover here to find a way to get all of Grakkus' Jedi relics to the Empire. The Empire's troops then all run in ready to arrest Luke, and the Game Master puts Grakkus under arrest. During all of this, R2 has been in the Jedi relic room and he's been looking for Luke's actual lightsaber. Luckily, he just found the right one. No more cheap knockoffs. Grakkus then walks into the arena and he triggers an EMP, shutting down the Empire's blasters and the shock collar on Congo. He then begins to pick up and throw the Empire troops around, telling them, "I'm not like other Hutts." Congo begins tearing the walls apart, with nothing holding him back anymore. And realizing they're about to lose everything, the Empire's troops all run over to get Luke, but R2 returns and launches Luke's lightsaber to him. Catching it, Luke takes a wide swipe, taking out all of the guards around him. And conveniently, at that exact moment, Han, Sana, Leia, and Chewie have all joined the party. R2 sees them and launches lightsabers for all of them because their guns were also shorted out by the EMP. They all turn them on and Leia tells them, "May the Force be with us." "I'd settle for a good blaster," Han responds to her. They all go running and swinging their lightsabers. Luke is cutting up as many of the Empire's troops as he can until he finds himself face to face with the Game Master. In one swift move, he disarms Luke and puts him to the ground. Then, Grakkus grabs the Game Master for his betrayal! The Game Master quickly cuts up Grakkus' robotic arms, dropping him to the ground, and then he orders the Empire's men to grab the boy with the lightsaber. But now that R2 has been spreading the old lightsabers from the collection around, everyone has a lightsaber, and they have no idea who the Jedi is! Luke and Han keep cutting up the troops, and Han tells them that they gotta go. This is getting a little too hectic for them, but Luke refuses to go. There's too much Jedi knowledge here in Grakkus' chambers, and if they leave now, the Empire's gonna get it all. So Chewie grabs Luke and carries him out of the arena, while Han goes looking for Leia. Leia has wandered off from the group to help Sana, who got buried under the rubble from Congo breaking through the walls. Sana asks her why she came back to help, and Leia told her, "What would Han do if I left his wife to die?" So Sana finally admits. Her name is Sana Starros. She isn't his wife. After the heist, he ran off with her half of the money, and she just wanted to get it back. So Leia gets Sana out of the fight, and Han tags along, and everyone gets away. Grakkus is then hauled off to the Empire's jail cells, and the Game Master reported to his direct supervisor, Darth Vader. The Game Master explains that this boy is a Jedi, but he is untrained. So Vader tells him,
"Tell me everything, Sergeant Creel."
And Luke sits unhappy that he still has no answers. The Empire has all of the Jedi relics. Next up in this arc, don't forget to check out our video on Vader Down, which we'll be getting to very soon, because honestly, I love these comics. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you enjoyed the movie A Force Awakens.